Alrighty, y'all. Sorry I'm getting you guys this one just a little bit late. Had a super busy day. I didn't get to watch the game until later, but YouTube TV, man, you record that shit, you watch it later, and then you're good to go. But anyway, we had USA versus Brazil today. Wasn't really close at any point. We can break down the game just a little bit, though. Talking about Brazil, some of the players that you might recognize, or at least they're like NBA level players. They've got some experience there. Cristiano Felicio played for the Bulls at one point, fleeced them out of a pretty good amount of money. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he might be okay for a minute there. I was wrong. Look, they're all good players at the end of the day. I should make that clear. But Raul Neto, Marcelo Huertas, which can we just clap it up real quick for Marcelo Huertas? I know a lot of us know him for his brief NBA career. Had some pretty goofy lowlights, we'll say. Probably didn't belong necessarily at the NBA level. His handle was never quite tight enough, but like not too many people have a better feel for the game than Marcelo Huertas, and he's like 41 years old now, still playing, representing Brazil. Like I can't imagine how many people he's inspired over his career. So we clap it up. I have to imagine that this is curtain call for Marcelo Huertas, a true Brazilian basketball hero. We also have Gui Santos and Bruno Caboclo, famously 2 years away from being 2 years away. Dude, Bruno Caboclo looks kind of solid. I'm not going to lie. He was giving Jason Tatum the business. Not like Jason Tatum's going like crazy hard defensively or anything like that. But question of the day for this video. Do y'all think Bruno Caboclo should get like an NBA tryout? That's what's kind of cool about this Olympic stuff. You can see how some of these dudes are when they're the number one option. Like, he's a big ass dude. He can play around the rim, which is pretty evident. He can still get up and down the court, put the ball on the floor a little bit. The shot doesn't look bad. It didn't necessarily like fall like crazy from three at points, and he got in some foul trouble during the Olympics and everything, but overall, I mean, like, y'all see the numbers. 30 points on Team USA, 13 for 20, 2 for 6 from three. Like, played a shit ton of minutes, but I don't know. Like, I'll give him a training camp spot. Like, it's hard to find big, lengthy dudes like that. So why not? Why not? But let's talk about Team USA, because Brazil, they played like such a weird style of basketball where they're pretty much just waiting for Huertas to create things for them. LeBron, again, phenomenal, just being a facilitator. I've seen some people complain that LeBron is like the primary ball handler. They're like, oh, they're not letting Steph do his thing. And it's like, no, Steph's getting to do his thing, and the team's better if LeBron's kind of that primary ball handler, because when you really look at this team, there's not a lot of like pure creators for like their own shot and everything like that. So I think LeBron kind of setting up all these dudes that are good at moving without the basketball in this little lineup they had with Embiid, Holiday, Booker, Curry. I think it made a lot of sense. Curry, again, still not quite like in his flow, and that's what happens when you have these microwave type guys. We've talked about it before. They need to have consistent shots over a consistent amount of time. That usually helps them get going. Jrue Holiday, again, just does Jrue Holiday things. Devin Booker was on one today. He was just an absolute heater. What did we have here? We had 5 for 7 from three, and he was just pulling. Like, if he was catching, he was pulling. You could tell they told him today, like, hey, like, go be a scorer. Be what number 15 on Team USA is supposed to be. And then Embiid had a pretty good game, all said and done. Like, he looked a lot more mobile. You saw him actually get down in a defensive stance once, which was pretty cool. I'm not here to hate on Embiid's other performances or anything like that, but today you could tell he was a little bit more engaged. And obviously 5 for 6, 3 for 3 from three, 7 rebounds. We take that, and defensively, you felt him. Jason Tatum still struggling to get going a little bit. It looks like the international play is kind of getting to him maybe a little bit. So is what it is. Another clap out for Kevin Durant. Not that it's any more or less than Marcelo Huertas, but becomes the all-time leading Olympic basketball scorer. He passed Lisa Leslie. For those of you that don't know, you should look her up. She's an absolute legend of the game and an absolute pioneer for the women's side of things. She was the all-time leader, and now Durant is. So that's amazing. Shout out to him. As Dwayne Wade said, a new bar has been set for someone else to jump over. So who's it going to be? Hard to say. Like, maybe it could be like a Luka if his team could make it, but man, we got to get some more good Slovenians out there. Also, who's on team just let Serbia and Slovenia be one team? What country did that used to be? That was like Yugoslavia, right? Was that not what that was? Can we just like without getting political, can we just bring Yugoslavia back and let those two dudes be on the same team? Just saying. I just think that'd be cool for everybody. But anyway, Bam did Bam things again. Hit a three. So what do they call him? Bamate? I don't know what Dwayne Wade's been calling him, but I love Dwayne Wade's commentary. It cracks me up. He was great. He looked like he was struggling a little bit because the Brazil team actually was like getting low and swiping at some of the balls that he had. Because Bam does this thing where when he gets like down low, he drops the ball like really low to try to spring back up. He can't do what Zion does, and nobody can do what Zion does, where he just like catches the ball and goes back up. He has to go get momentum, and you can tell Brazil watched the film on that, and they were really swiping at it low. It's something I've been noticing for a while now, and I've always wondered why people don't do it. But anyway, AD, I think AD's the best big man on the team, in all honesty. Like, he's just so dominant on the glass, if nothing else. Like, he's really moving people. He's throwing his weight around. He's deflecting shots and stuff. Like, he's great offensively, obviously. Like, we all know how good Anthony Davis is, so great to see him there. Anthony Edwards basically was like, I'm going to use all this, like, dirt time, if you will, and just go get my buckets. And I love Anthony Edwards for that, man. He was just like, all right, I'm going to start cooking. And he went to work. That one dunk he had, like, Dwayne Wade, or I think it was Eagle or whatever, said he was like, he literally looks like he, like, just someone threw him up in the sky to dunk. And, like, man, I wish I had bunnies like that. I had some cool dunks in my day, in my playing career and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, but like, it didn't look like that. So crazy good for him. Derek White, again, another great Derek White game, just out there getting deflections. He did have that one really dumb one. Got a call coming in, but we'll answer that in a second. Did have one really dumb foul, but is what it is at the end of the day. And then we had a Tyrese Halliburton sighting. That's awesome. But yeah, no, it's always great when we can get Tyrese Halliburton out there. I think it's good perspective for people, especially as I've been like, I'm in the comments with everybody and talking about things on like Discord at all times. And I know we all love to compare like, ooh, which guy's better? This guy or this guy or this guy or this guy or whatever. And it's like, man, Tyrese Halliburton's one of the best we have in basketball right now. And like, don't get me wrong, he's got his flaws like everybody else, but like Tyrese Halliburton is, as they said, on pace for like John Stockton's assist record right now, which, let's be honest, most likely won't touch, but that's how good this guy is, and he can only crack the rotation if they're up by like 30. Like, that's how good this team is. So pretty crazy, all said and done. But we're on to the next game. I actually don't even know when the next game is. I'm gonna have to look into that and get it on my calendar because I have no clue. But anyway, it was a fun one. Not much to talk about basketball wise. Like I said, Brazil was just kind of out doing whatever. It seemed like the United States kind of has like a different set of plays for like each little rotation that they do, which is I've kind of been trying to pick up on and figure it out so I could tell you guys, but I'm not watching it that closely, and I'm not going to watch the film back like 18 times because I've got too many other things to do. But regardless, it was fun to watch. We should enjoy these Team USA games while they last. I'm looking forward to the next round of play, and that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks so much as always for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.